Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to deal with this lady. Okay, she's going to be part of a project we're doing today, 1920s. I'm going to do a tag. Okay, I'm using probably about 95% of things that I have made or devised. I think probably made, I don't know, yeah, it's not going to be... So there they are. So we're going to make one of these today using that lady. So I've reduced her down. I don't know how to put from this is on Word I did it, but you can, I think you can do it on GIMP if you're using my stuff off Ko-fi. Okay. Ooh, I've got purple and blue dots on there. Never mind. Right then, so if you like this idea today and want to join me, please give me a thumbs up. Yay, thank you so much. And thanks so much to my new subscribers, thank you, and to anybody who's been with me for a while, that's amazing, thank you so much. I think 7% watch me from the UK now, so that's great, isn't it? Wow, thank you. That's great. Anybody else in the wherever else you are in the world, you're very welcome. I'm now getting a lot of viewers in the States, so you're very welcome too. I think you'll like that. Okay, so we've got this on the back. Show you how to do that. So everything on there, 95% is something I have done or I can share, quite a lot of that. Okay, I've already got those on Ko-fi. Okay, I can put these on. I can probably put those on. I don't know about those. They're ones I do today. I can show you how to do those. You can do those yourself. I'll show you. That's a tutorial there. Tutorial there. Tutorial the whole thing. And what's the other tutorial? Oh yeah, the new idea. I've got a little bit of a new idea that I've never done before that I've used on this. Okay, not that you can quite see what I've used. It's a bit, yeah. But it's there anyway. Yeah, it is there. Yeah, you can see. I can see it. But you can see it on the light. Yeah, I'm showing you how to do that as well. Okay, there might be other things. Yeah. Okay, so let's go and I'll show you how to do this. So I thought I'd better start at the beginning. So this is what I did. Okay, this is a masterboard, just using my own things. Everything on there is done by me. I thought that was quite a good idea, so I did that. Also got that coming up, so every time I see something, straight away I'll fix it, because then you're sure you've got and that's my art glitter glue. Okay, I do recommend that for sticking stuff down. Okay, right, so I did okay, so some of this is gel press on top of my handwriting, or was that, yeah, I think, or it's the other way around. I've printed, I might have printed some and then on top of some printed gel press, that could be. That's my handwriting made tiny using Word, same as this. That's some I don't know what I did, some sort of stencily thing I made, and just, it was like liquid stuff over the top. They're my own flowers. I thought they look really nice on here. That is, and you know, it's all that's still similar stuff. That's some of my marbling paper. So everything on there is done by me, so I've got no qualms about copying it. Okay, so does that look like the same thing? That's actually a copy of this. I did that because I wanted it smooth. I mean, it doesn't matter. Look, you've got this. It's all coming up. And I just wanted it completely smooth. So I thought I'd want to do... I mean, the colours are slightly different, if you notice. That's more yellow than the original. But I'm not bothered about that anyway, because I don't want... I want to be able to stencil on this a colour, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I'm getting some gesso, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and there it is. So this is how I'm going to do it. is what I did with the other one. Oh dear, that's a very... So I'm getting this rough brush. I've got a rough brush on purpose because I don't want it to cover everything. I've never soaked it before, so I don't know how it's going to be. So I'm going to put a little bit of gesso. Yeah, that's probably a bit dry gesso because it's been in that jar. I'm going to put some across here. I'm only pushing it on this. Yeah, I've done it too. Oh dear, it's again. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, so I'm just putting some on. I mean, normally I put in a lot thicker. Okay, and also I actually did photocopy it, not photocopy it, scanned it last night, and actually this is the bad scanned one because it's my printer is playing up, and it's because I've used borderless printing too many times. And the way to combat that is, I think, only borderless print when you actually need to. Don't just borderless print because it looks better. Okay. Yeah, because I'm getting a line there. Actually, this might be actually, oh, I don't know. Yeah. Doesn't matter about, okay. So, perhaps putting a bit more on because I want a bit more. And I'm not doing it neatly either. Look, see, just doing it like that. Crazily mad. Yeah. Not putting any on my flowers because I like that. I might put a little bit on my writing. Yeah, randomly. Yeah, like that, yeah. Anything like that, yeah. This is my own ideas. I've not copied that from anybody. That's just how I do it. Okay, so that's, if an artist is watching and so being very horrified, it does work. Right, so just gotta wait for that to dry a few minutes. Okay, right. I'm just devising a way for you all to impress yourselves in a minute. Okay, because you will be able to impress yourself. Yeah, and I'm going to do this first though. Right, so I need some, that, and I also need, where is it? I think I put it in the top drawer, didn't I? Knowing me as I do, I'll probably put it in the bottom drawer and be looking on, that's the way it should be there actually. Right, so I'm using Salty Ocean. I'm not going to do it so strong as I did the second time. I'll do it about as strong as I did on the... Right, this is my own doodle. Doodle. Yeah, it is actually. It's actually a piece of plastic. I think you could actually do this with card. And all I did was cut out some triangles, and it's a proper stencil making plastic. But you don't need to do, I think you could just do it out of card, or you could do some, perhaps even do some, what do you call them, punch outs. But this is what I did ages ago, and I thought I'd use this, and I did use it in my... So what I'm going to do is gently, I'm not doing it too hard because it does come up really, really strong. Okay, so was it messy stenciling? Any stenciling, so just go over it like this. Can we see this? I'm just going to put it on 1, I think it is. Sorry about shaking the camera. Okay, just put it on 1 so you can see it a bit better. I don't put it on 2 because if I put it on 2 I forget. Yeah, that's already quite strong. And so I'll just leave, so I won't dip my brush. Okay, just want to make it gently blue. Okay, so that's that done. Put the brush away. I don't need that at the moment. I need the thing that's I can't see anywhere. Wait a minute. Right there. So what we're going to do, I've got my embossing pad, and I've got this. We're not embossing though, so we're not doing that. We're doing something else. But this is because I've got these. I bought these things and I need to use them. Okay, so what I'm doing, put my embossing pad on the script stamp. And I don't know which way round it is actually, so I'm trying to get it the right way round. It doesn't matter, everything's actually upside down and everything on there, but I want to get this the right way round. Okay. I put it up to the light, I can see through it. So that's there now. Okay. I'm going to put a bit down here. I'm hoping the fan doesn't dry it, so this is why I'm putting loads on. Don't dry it, fan. Can you hear the fan that's going on? It's going on as it does. I thought it did, yeah. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I didn't do it. No. Right, so now I'm going to get this. This is mica powder or mica powder. I always call it mica powder because I don't know where the name's from. So I'm putting that on, okay. And you're going to think I'm going to tip it on, but I'm not. What I'm going to do is brush it. Okay, and it should go onto where the letters are that I've just done. Oh, it is a bit, yeah. Right, okay, and gosh, it's surprising how much it uses, and it doesn't matter if it hasn't stamped in all the places, because I think on one of them I actually stamped. What did I do? I stamped it. Yeah, it's just forming. I stamped over it twice on one of my things. Okay, so that's how you do that, and I'm going to do the other ones. I'm going to get on with it and do the other ones quickly, and perhaps use some of this that's extra here. You can see the sun's gone in now. Now I've shut the curtains and everything like that. shut the sun out, poor sun. Mind, I've been out, so I've been outside with the dog, took him out. Okay, let's make sure that's the right way. It's not that. Okay, there. Yeah, I did it actually much more gently than that when I first did it. So see, none of it comes off now. It's all on here. Right. Oh yeah, I can see it now. I don't know if you can see the light. The sun's coming out now, so I don't know if you can actually see. Is the light catching it at all? Can't tell actually whether the light's catching it for you, but it does show on there. Right. So now what do we do now? There's other things I'm doing, aren't I? Putting the lid on the embossing thing for a start. I've had one years, I don't know if it still works, but I thought I better get a new one. I've got a new one a while ago now, but I've had it ages and I thought I may as well use it. So those last two things are the 5 to 10% that's not actually mine in this project. I'm going to cut a piece of this now, 4x6, to cut a 4-inch piece off first, okay. So I'm going to use the edge, I may as well, yeah. There's the 4-inch piece, it's there, and okay. From doing a 4x6 tag. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I may as well do the tag shape now, hadn't I? So I'll put the lady on there a minute while this is my other one. Okay, I'm going to actually show you how to do the you'll be so impressed with yourself because you'll see how to do it as long as you've got the pen. I mean, you've got this sort of pens that I'm using. Okay, so that's your 4x6 now. Okay, tag, and I've just cut off that little bit there. Let's see, it's about 1 inch, isn't it? Yeah, so if you look there, it's about just 1 inch from the top. So I start at 5 inches and I've made that about, let's have a look, 2.5 inches from there to there. So it seems to be fine. Okay, and I am going to round the corners, but first of all I'm going to get, right, I think I'm going to do the impressive thing next. We might want some roses because it's a 1920s project. Oh, just a minute, I've got to find my paper. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do stylized roses, so you can use any coloured paper that's got pattern on it or not. I don't know, I'm using these bits, so I thought that'd be quite nice to use. So I'm going to use this perhaps, and I'm going to add what I'm using is, you can use different things. I'm using this Uniposca, but Marcella's pointed me to the Jelly Roll 08 pen, as well as your broad Uni Signo pen, you know, the broad ones. I don't know, I've got an example. So okay, I'm using, what I'm doing is, what you do is, right, let's see how big I need my so it's about 3/4 of an inch, isn't it? Yeah, so 3/4 of an inch to a little bit less, 3/4 of an inch max. Okay, and it doesn't matter if I use the green either, I'm using any colours because I'm going to put some pen on. Okay, right, so what I'm doing is a spiral, normal spiral like that. Okay, and then what I do is I come in with just a rough spiral, then like that around. It doesn't matter if I do it a couple of times, I suppose, just holding my pen loosely. And then this is what I did on mine. I don't know if this is going to work now, but it did. It looks already actually quite good. In the same way, just come along with your black pen. Okay, oh yeah, can you see it? Can you see that's amazing, isn't it? And that's a stylized rose. Okay, and you can put leaves on as well like that, which you can cut off as well if you don't need them. Okay, and here's some I made earlier. Yeah, there's some I made. Yeah, they're blue ones. Okay, I did blue, and there's one without any leaves. They're fine, absolutely work beautifully. Right, and I'm going to add some colour. Right, you know, and you can use, I think you can use anything at all to add colour. I use my these pens. Oh, if I can get hold of one. These, I use these because they're really strong coloured. Okay. I wish Timu would stop telling me that I've got to pick up my prize. Right, I can use things like that. I want some violety purple as well. So this one's going to be a blue one, so I'm going to just colour in anywhere, just to give it a little bit of a blue. That's where it's dark already. There we go. See, yeah. So this is a tutorial in a tutorial. Yeah. Oh, and I need a green, don't I? For me. That's any green. That's actually a bluey green, but hey, we're not bothered about that, are we? Just put it down. Okay, over the top. If you've got brush pens, anything like that, or you've got other crayons, other Uniposcas, Sharpies, perhaps try those. I don't know how they would work, but if you've got anything, because obviously I only know what to use, what I've got. Yeah, I think they would all do it. I'm just adding a bit of blue, see, anywhere. Not gonna, and obviously that's where the light, the white is where the light's hitting it into, and this is where so you can do some of that. Actually, I need some more, so I'm going to do another one. I can use that as well for one. Right, so just a spiral, and then loosely. This needs shaking. This is a new pen, definitely, because I did it last night. Yeah, so I did a little swirly there. Anything like that. And then get a ballpoint pen or whatever. You can use whatever you like. A Sharpie gel like Marcella used on the... Yeah, I'm really impressed with Marcella. She's inspired me. Oh yeah, she says, I think we inspire each other. But really, she looks up to me as a leader, but I think it's like she brings me back down to earth. I'm thinking, oh yeah, of course you can use that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There we go. So I'm just colouring in some bits there like this. Hope I've got my, yeah, I have. Hope I'm showing you and not talking to myself. Right, there we go, and so that'll do there. I'm going to colour them in. Anyhow, yeah, like that. And then we can, if you want to, you can put patterns on your leaves. Yeah, with a line and a couple of those to represent the veins. Yeah, and like, see, it works well, doesn't it? And that, they look quite good. Oh, I meant to do a violet one, didn't I? Violent, not a violent one, a violet one. Right, so I'm going to do one here. I'm just going to ignore that spiral that I've already done there. Okay, I'm hoping this will do it. Yeah, I love doing stylized roses. Right, violet, put that in my hand so I've got it. Right, okay. There you go. Yeah, I mean, if you think that looks easy, just have a go. I'd love you to have a go at that. So all I'm doing is scribbling. I'm just sticking to the roundness, and then I'm doing a spiral, doing a really loose spiral, and probably a couple of times if you like, and then putting this on another spiral, loosey spiral on there as well, and then just putting a colour wherever. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm changing the colour of that because that's blue underneath, that's all. And so yeah, I think you've got brush pens or things like that, that might actually work. Right, so I'm going to cut out these now, okay, and I'm going, because I need about 4 for what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's like showing you that I'm doing it myself. Let's get these in. Alright then, so here's my lady Doris. I call her Doris. Okay. So I know she looks odd because she hasn't actually got a back. It looks a bit odd. So what I do is I actually have to draw it in every time. So that'll do. It doesn't really matter because you might not see that anyway. So I know it's weird, but I didn't realise it until I printed it. Oh well, I didn't draw on the back. Cause what the photograph actually goes to here or something. So I'm going to, yeah. So I'm hoping that I can certainly give you the large size of this, but I don't know about the. I'm just thinking if oh, there's a lady that bought me a coffee on Ko-fi. Oh, and I can't remember her name now, and that's weird because normally I do remember people's names. It's okay, I've not gone crazy. I'm going to use, to do the feathers, it's a feathery thing there. I'm going to cut out the feathers with this. I'm going to cut in it a little bit. Oh, just me to do that. Doesn't matter, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Right, there we go. So I'm cutting the, ooh. And I'm going a bit beyond that because that's actually not drawn there. There we go, this is my girl. So that's your lady. And I've accidentally got some blue on there. I don't, it doesn't really matter. But I did actually pick up some feathers. I don't know if if they're any good. I've just been out with the dog and I thought, oh, it's feathers. And they're probably pigeon or dove feathers. Not sure which ones. Those are nice. They're sort of a bit too, and it's a bit too grey. Oh no, that's not bad, is it? So I can actually use probably that one. I haven't cleaned them, so I don't know how to. I don't know how you clean feathers. Perhaps play some. I don't know. Or use. Oh, that's flat. I don't want a flat bit of me hat. Or me, what do you call it? Fascinator thing. Right. So right. So white. So white. So right. Whatever that is. Right. There we go. We'll put that on there. Okay. Hopefully you saw that. What I showed you. Right, so I would put her about there, but I'm going to put a borderish thing. So you need, I think you'd need something like a border, especially, you don't want to put, oh, shut up, I've been out. The watch is telling me to move. Right, so you don't want to put her there, for example, because she's facing that way. And that will sort of like leave you a massive open space here. This is better. You put her sort of, if you would put her there. If you're doing something like this, I mean, look at her, look, she's really leaning forward. And I thought I'd done it wrong, but that is actually fairly flat. She's really leaning forward. So, you know, and it's good really, because then you can get, she probably wanted to get that in the photo. I'm not sure, she might have been directed to make sure that was in the photo. Right, I'm going to thingamajig now, look for a something for your border. I'm going to do the same one if I can as the other one. That's a border as well, look, I got that. It says create down there. It's the wrong colour though, but something even like that would do. Or leaves, you could do leaves. I'll tell you how you could do leaves. If you've got a strip of paper, actually you can see that on the back, you've got a strip of paper. This is actually, might be using that one, but that's the original. So put a strip of paper down there and then put leaves on top or something like that. Leaves, yeah, leaf my bone. Right, so ignore that because that's just blowing onto there for the fan. Right, okay, move them out the way. Ladies out the way. I'll tell you what we've got this. I love this as well. That's nice, isn't it? I have to use the flower. I love the flowers though. That's the flowers. I've got these on Ko-fi, I think, as borders, and I think I've got this filter, which is the what do you call it, Zeek filter. I don't know how to do Zeek filter anymore. I don't know whether to have a go, do that and try and change the colour a bit to blue. Well, I do green's okay, isn't it, with blue? Right. I might have done that off camera because oh, shut up, what's happening now? Oh, somebody's going to deliver up. Have they delivered it? They're talking about as if they delivered the parcel. I don't know whether to put, see if I can put a bit of blue on it. Oh, I don't like make, because this has got really nice little patches. So what I did on the other one, I put her shoulder under there, so you won't see that shoulder anyway. And I put the feather on top. And I put the roses across. See, that's mine. These roses are mine. The lady I drew is my drawing. And the lady I drew is my drawing, believe it or not. Yeah, the lady I drew is my drawing. Yeah, okay. Right, so that, oh, I wonder where the other one was. It's underneath. So I'm putting them all the way across. Yeah, and also flicking them about, which is very strange, I know, but there we go. Right, there we go. So I can cut some of those leaves off to make that a bit more. See, 1920s, it's a bit Roman. If you took away that, you could be a Roman man with that hairstyle. I don't know. Right, okay, well, no, we won't tell her that, will we? Don't say that in front of her, because she might not like it. Right, okay, there we go. So that's your idea there. Okay, what else did I do? Oh, I didn't really do much else, because already we've got that nice writing on there, haven't we? And we've got, oh, we can round the corners, of course. All I did was put a word here, which can be different. I'm not sure if I like that as much as the other one. Let me try this as the original. Yeah, I don't know if I like that as much. It's very dark. Very, very dark, isn't it? Yeah, I think that one's better. Yeah, so I'm going to, yeah, sorry. I'm going to get this one. Yeah, I'm going to get that one. I'm going to get this one instead, like it was. Is that probably the best choice? Yeah. So, sorry, we're going to make the same. It's very similar. Actually, what's different? Nothing. Nothing's different. Right, so what I'm going to do is put that there-ish, and I might need to cut a little bit off the bottom there. And then, there, so that'll be fine, won't it? I'm not going to glue this bit here. What I'll do is glue that bit there. Let's get a cut off. Let's get a cut off spot, shall we? I'm going to use that. Make sure we're straight. Okay, it doesn't matter about that little bit sticking out down there. And we're going to, and that looks about the right size actually. It's funny because that goes about the right width. It's not even an inch, is it? It's less. It's about 3/4 of an inch. That must be just that bit at an angle there. Yeah, that's right. So what I'll do is glue that bit there only, and I'll glue the other bit in it. So I've got obviously got to push a shoulder underneath, haven't we? We're going to have that on top. Okay, so I'm actually going to use the glitter glue because I'm using, I don't know how it would stick on mica. I assume it'd stick. I assume it would stick. Right, so I'm putting it there, and I know I've just done a bit too far, I think. Never mind, eh? Right, so yeah, as you see, they're not really straight, but it's okay. What you could do is ink it up if it does show. So hopefully not too far, dear, not too far. Oh, now that's what I haven't done yet. Right, there's something else I need to do. Sorry, dog. I don't realise where the dog is, and every time I move, he jumps. Right, so I'm going to get a bit of cheesecloth. Yeah, why not? Yeah, cheesecloth. Let's do it. Poor dog. Sorry, Nico. I don't mean to make you jump. Yeah, that's it. Oh, did it again. Yeah. Okay. Right. It's okay, Nico. It's okay. I'm only moving it. I'm only moving my chair. I didn't realise she was there. I'm sure you'll move. Right. So what I would do is put her. What I did was put her on top of there, and it looked quite good. If that's too big, shall we free it down a bit? Free it. And I'm not going to stick this down absolutely perfectly because I don't think you can do it without getting glue everywhere, for one thing. I think I'm just going to stick it underneath the lady. Okay, so get a bit of that there, yeah, fray it about. And you've got the ends, haven't you? Because this is good for fraying this stuff, as you know. Can you see? I've had this ages, and I thought, well, I've seen other people using this, I'm going to use that. Oh look, I've pulled a thread out there, but that won't matter, will it? So, well, I don't think so anyway. Oh, we're still not glued there, which is good. Right, so what I would do is I'd probably stick her on there first, which is what I did last time. How much did I? Oh yeah, it doesn't really matter. So I might cut it off there when I've glued her on. Okay, I used this glue stick. So guess what I'm going to have to do, because this gets very glue. Good idea to do that. Yeah, let's move it up there. If you've got any good ideas for me, let me know. Somebody gave me this idea to use it. Right, I'm going to glue it basically all over on top, apart from the. Let's see if I can glue it on. That's fabric, but that does. That Scotch glue even does glue fabric. So let's glue on like that. Yeah, it's a bit, oh dear, a bit low, isn't it? A bit low down here, but that I don't think, we'll have to live with that now because I've done it now, haven't I? These aren't fabric scissors either, so I hope it's okay. Most of them don't blunt, well, I don't know, I know paper blunts fabric scissors. I don't know if fabric scissors blunt paper scissors. Right, so that's gonna, oh yeah, that's a point. Let me see if I can find me. Yeah, there we are. I've got some fabric scissors. Oh, they cut better. They cut really well. Right, so I don't think it will matter if it's sticking out, will it? I don't know. I don't really want it to be curly though. So let's have a look. Cut all the bits off, yeah, like that. So I've frayed all that for nothing, yeah, as you do. There we go. Right, so that wants to be somewhere like there-ish. Let's have a look. A bit further out, perhaps. There. Yeah, I tell you what I find very difficult doing the eye. It looks like she's got a bit of a black eye there, but it's very difficult to do that bit. Right, yeah, that's about right. So about there. So I've made sure those roses will cover this bit there. Now I've got to remember where she goes. So level with that flower there, okay, ish, and about that much of that sticks over, right, okay. So, oh dear, where are we going now? I'm just going to glue her, not the yeah, and I've got to glue that as well. Yeah, excuse me, but you shouldn't, not yet. Okay, right, so let's have a look. We're going about here, aren't we, and about there. Okay, so you can see how much she leans down. I suppose it looks like she's peeping out there, doesn't it? So that's good. So I can now glue this down, because I think I can put the roses on top. Let's have a look. Yep, roses can go on top quite prettily, yeah. There we go. So that goes down. Glue in, we're gluing. Let's get this. Okay, so I'm going to give it a bit of a rub with my glue cloth, and I don't get my fingers all over it, and if there's any bits of glue anywhere, then it gets wiped off. Alright, so there we go. So then we want to put the oh yeah, I've got that. I'm going to put a word there, aren't I? So I've got room to put a hole in it as well. Yay! That's it. So I can either put the blue ones or the purple ones. I can cut the leaves off if need be. Okay, that's so far so good, really. Might cut that one, but I'm going to might cut that one, says I cutting it, yeah, as you do. I always cut that one. Right, and then I've got a little, so I've got room to round the corner there. Okay. So that's it. Yeah. So all you arty people, I did it the other way around, didn't I? I did that one first, then that one, but on the other one, because I could, you know, because I thought, well, that's a good idea. I'll do it the opposite way around to what most people did it. I don't know why. Strange, aren't I? There we go. So that's how it is, I'm afraid. I thought I would have a go. Right, so I'm doing purple, yellow, yellow. What's yellow? Where's the yellow one then? The purple, blue, yellow flowers there. Yeah, that's it. I'm afraid that's it. Yeah. So if you find the yellow roses, well, yeah, okay. That one goes last. Gluing it with this one. Ooh, very nice, isn't it? Do you know what? Hazy does vintage, isn't it amazing? Yeah. How can I do vintage? I don't know. So I'm leaving that. I'm doing it like that, aren't I? Oh, shall I take? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that looks upside down. I'm going to take that off. Otherwise, it makes the rose look upside down. Yeah. It's got enough leaves. So that one goes there like that. So we're okay. Yeah, so we've got, yeah, that's nice and loose, so that's fine. I suppose you could fasten it down a bit more if you wanted. I would definitely use that rather than the other glue though, or you could wipe it with a cloth. Might leave it, says I'm leaving it. Yeah. Words. Now, yeah, I can't find those words that I had, so I've used one from that I've had ages, so I put the word plenty there. Some people I know put a thingy round behind it, don't they? I don't know whether to or not. Okay, no, I think it's already got a border, hasn't it? I suppose you could put a rough border behind it, couldn't you? Right, this is my... Is that too... thinking about that. That's what I like. I don't know if it's this one. No, it won't be that one, would it? That's a bit bigger one. She had a blue background originally. Let's have a look. Yeah, put somewhere around there. Oh, it might have been her. I'm gonna see if it works. If it don't work, then it don't work. It might not be big enough. Oh no, I don't think it's going to be big enough. Like it's sticking off, doesn't it? Mind you, I've had them like that before. Yeah, let's do that then. Oh yeah, you could ink them up, can't you? Oh, let's try that. The only black I've got is actually probably that's whatever's on it already. I was going to put Pride, but because she's not holding her head up, I don't think it works. Right, another thing, oh yeah, rounding the corners. Okay, so I'm going to half inch it. Yeah, that's right. And people who know rhyming slang will know that means pinch. Right, yeah, that's it, just on the corners. I'm going to half inch it. Not quarter inch it means, if anything. I'm going to put that on some cereal box, okay, which is obviously like chipboard thing. Okay, it's going to get a bit of, just going to shove that on some, and that should, you should know how to do that one. Yep, so now she's got some chipboard on her, okay. Right, and finish off, why not? Let's get this done. Let's get some paint on, any paint, like a purples and blues. I'm just doing anyhow. Look, I suppose you could splash colours on and all sorts, couldn't you, if you want to? That's the natural water. That's what colour it is. Yeah, I'm afraid it is. So this is normal copy paper. Okay, just colouring over it. I'm going to let it dry in a minute. Okay, so that's fine. Right then, yeah, so yeah, it didn't work very well, did it? So what I did was just, it was went too dark, so I put a bit of brusho on, which is really expensive, but it lasts it would last, oh, I think it's probably going to last me a lifetime, yeah, because it's so sparring. Just to put a tiny bit on, and let me quickly show you what it comes in. It comes in this. Oh, that's the purple one. I was looking all over that, and that's what Louise Hansel showed, putting the cap on, which I thought was brilliant. I thought, oh, I never thought about that. I just kept on doing the top. Anyway, there we go. So that's done. So I'll use watercolours and brusho for that, or you can just use watercolours and perhaps do what I've done. Okay, and then I'm going to show you when it's dry. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. I haven't done it on the other one either, so I could do it on both. Our fan's still going, I'm afraid. Yeah, you can probably hear it. Yeah, sometimes you do get loose powder on it, so... Oh, it's fine, it's not. It's actually printed on it. That's good. Right, so I've now got... That's going to be there. Oh, yeah, I could actually print that, couldn't I? But I'm not going to. I'm going to actually use that. I could easily do one of those again. Yeah, so it's done watercolours, brusho. You don't need to do brusho, obviously. I'll get some wet, really wet watercolours, and... if you want to do a print like that, that's great. And actually that would that's the other one. I mean, you don't have to do that at all, but that didn't work, so that's why I've done a print or a you know, a bit of, excuse me, but stay there, the paper's falling everywhere. Right, I'm just going to so what I could do is turn it over, because I know what I'm like, and perhaps stick them on. Yeah, stick these on. I've got these two, slightly different. Got to make another two, but I'm not three. I mean two for the set. I'm going to make a hole after I've done it all. Okay, so I'm going to put those on there. I'm cutting it out, and then I'm going to put some sort of lines, perhaps faint lines on them, or something like that. Right then, I was just going to cut them out, yeah, and it just, well, I had to delete some files, so let me just do that now. Right then, have I got any hanging over? Oh, there you go, there's the back. Right, let's give it, I'll tell you what I'll do, get my, this and give it a big bit of a, because you don't want any bumps. Right, no bumps on that. Okay, and then I've got another, yeah, I don't know, it's really smooth actually. Right, and I've got another suggestion. Yeah, so if you've got any paper that you couldn't cut off properly, you could always give it a, yeah, I did that with my, I did it a writing board and I did that on it as well. It's really, really good. If you know where my black thing is, I can go around with this again. So you could put, I would say, some lines. It's a brown crayon, that'll do nicely. So I'm going to do this very lightly. It's Stabilo, what number is it? It's Stabilo 0.88, yeah. Number 65, I don't know what colour that is, can't remember. Dark brown. So we're going to try and get some straight lines, aren't we? So just quickly. Okay, let's see if I can get that in. So we get things straight. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. Right there, that'll do, won't it? So there we go. And then I can obviously put some holes in, and I don't know whether I'm going to put that because I'm actually buying some feathers. But I think it looks so cute, doesn't it? This is just to sort of like show you, because I haven't got my feathers yet. That's one way round. That's that way. But they would look amazing, wouldn't they? A proper feather on there, and it's white, the white ones as well. So yeah, so I can make some of those. Right, what am I going to do now? Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I couldn't remember what I was going to do. Make a hole. Oh yeah, let's have a, let's have a see if I can find out where the middle is instead of messing about. Right, so making a hole there-ish. Okay, that is sort of like hopefully the middle. Somewhere like that. I might put that at the top, so that it's, let's see if I can do them together. I don't know, can we do it? Actually, is that straight? I'm going to put that, see if I can get that bit at the top of this. The larger hole, where's the larger hole? Yeah. The top, yeah, the top of the large hole, which means it's at the bottom of this. Yeah, easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There we go. So now I've got doubles. Slightly different, obviously. And I'll decide on the day which one I'm sending to. Oh, that's darker than that. That's weird. Oh. Very strange. Yeah, well I did those roses ages ago and I did them recently, so perhaps this one. Yeah. So I could send them both. I might put a piece of whatever through there too, see what there is. But for now, that's your lot, okay? That's amazing, isn't it? So there's your two, there's your pack shot-ish. So love and plenty. Okay, because obviously she looks like she's got plenty, doesn't she? Yeah, that's the lady. Well, she certainly has. Now. Right then, so thanks very much for watching, and I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. That'd be absolutely amazing. And also thank you so much to all the new subscribers I got, especially doing that that scraps video. Got quite a few when that was going on. If you haven't seen the scraps video, have a look. Yeah, it's brilliant. I think it's the one before, it'll be the one before this one. Yeah, so I could have used, I was going to use some of those on here, but that's not much different to that. Yeah, so yeah, you can also make those out of scraps as well. Yeah, anything like that. Yeah, so as I showed you. Right, so papers on Ko-fi, I will have some of these. I'll try and put the background on, and I might put a gessoed one on as well in case you haven't got gesso. I'll try and put the lady on. Where's my thing? Where's the lady? Where is she? I'm going to show you the big lady if I can find her. There she is. So this is the size of the actual lady. You can see I didn't finish off the feather because didn't leave myself enough room. And just forgot to do a back, but never mind. So that's I could put that on Ko-fi, but you will have to find out how to reduce it. I can't do it, I can't for some reason transfer it from Word to Ko-fi, but I could put this on, okay, because I've done it specially for this project. Okay then, thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.